I'm going to start out with and show you is the Casablanca neutrals, and this, I really wanted more of a neutral palette, and they had a bunch, and I saw this one online and it looked like more like warmer shades, and that's why I liked it. So as you can see, it comes with 6 shadows and they vary in size. The one in the middle I keep confusing and thinking it's a blush, because if you watched my other video I thought the Blush in the Life palette was an eyeshadow, and this looks just like it. So I have to keep in mind these are all shadows. And then it comes with a couple little brushes. One just fell out, but I'm not really going to be using them anyway. I don't find them to work that well. Whoops. So you see there's an array of different colors. This one's like a little bit more shimmery. You got some matte shades in there. So like here's a little bit more shimmery. This one is a really nice kind of matte, just neutral color. I love this one. I wish it was bigger. It's just a warm brown. I love to warm up the crease with something like that. And then the one in the middle is also a nice, it has a little shimmer to it, but not much, but it's a nice neutral light color. So you get a good idea, and then you have a nice highlight here. So I'm just going to try a bunch of them out and you can get a peek at them. This one's like an all over color. Oh, and this comes with a mirror, so that's definitely handy. And I have eye primer on already. So I put this on. It's a very light shade. You can use this to blend colors out. I think I'll put this one more on the lid, darken it up. These are very light so far, as you can see. They don't seem very pigmented. I love this one. I think I'm going to put that into the crease. Then they have a couple shades you can use to darken this up, because as you can see it's very light. But if you like neutrals and natural looks, then you will like it. I like how these look. I love the colors of them. I think they're really pretty. It's just that some of them just don't show up as much as you might expect. So I'm just going to take this little dark kind of shimmery one. So you have the option to kind of darken this look up with these little darker brown colors. And then there's a nice highlight color you can use. So here it is, and you can do several looks with these. You could probably wet some of these darker ones and use them as eyeliners on top or lower lash line. So you can definitely kind of mix it up. And as far as how these wear, I found that they wear really nicely. I actually wore this look to a job interview a couple days ago, and it was a perfect natural look, and it stayed on, and I wore it the rest of the day and it stayed on really nicely. And I don't know, it's okay. It's not something I would go raving about and think it's like the best palette I've ever had or tried, but for neutral colors, I do like the shades of this one, and I thought it was okay. This palette is called Paris Pinks, and I loved how it looked online and in person too. There's some really pretty colors in here, and then of course you get the same amount. You can tell I've been using it. The white is hard to keep clean, I gotta say that. It's very like dirty. So you get a nice variety of shades. You got your big pink one, this highlight, a nice matte light pink, a couple purple variations, and kind of like a darker like grayish purple. So really pretty colors if you want like a feminine look. So I'm gonna apply these and show you what they look like on. So I was gonna show you this palette without using primer, and I started to, but the colors just don't show up. And what I'm gonna say is, if you don't use primer, don't have any, I just wouldn't buy these because they just don't show up well. So I have primer on now, and I hope that they will show up a little bit more. Take the all over pink shade and put that on. This purple is a really nice purple. Without primer, you couldn't even see these colors at all. So I like that shade of purple. It's not like the most pigmented color, but I think it's really pretty color. There's a nice dark purple in here. I'm going to use that to line the lower lash line with. I think this one wet would come out better. It should be coming out nicer, and it's very light going on. And I'm going to take this one and kind of do a little bit more in the crease just to darken it up. Kind of neutralize it also. This highlight color is very pretty. It's a nice like goldy champagne color, some good shimmer in there, and I think it shows up really nice. Definitely like it more than just that matte one you can't really see in the other palette. So it's a nice highlight. This is nice, but you have to know it comes out more natural looking. It's not like dark, bold, bright colors, but it's a natural look. So if you like that, then